It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be P.I. Trying to defend the out route there, got the P.I. call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air again, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down.
Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney.
29 yards.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Marr is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Able to slither by. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
On the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Pollard, well, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock, look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Maher is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Mahomes. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Pollard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Herbert going to go to the air right away.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 30 on second down.
Herbert. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Herbert on first down now. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now Herbert, and he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Rams ready to go on offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Draw play. It's Eckler. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Once more, here's Eckler. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert on target over the middle to Hill.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Henry up the middle. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 39, Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. First down, and they stick with Eckler.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Trailing 10-3. A minute 51 on the clock. They'll have to go 90-plus yards, and a field goal does them no good, as they've got it with a first down. Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Mahomes to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Eckler now between the tackles. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Up the middle with Eckler. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Hopkins' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes will throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Well, it's pretty difficult to summon up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Steps away. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense
defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.